You're on.
Do you have both chairs? Both of them? You can take it. Okay.
Good afternoon. Thanks for doing the pumpkin circumstance as our fifth graders came walking in today. Said hello to some of the parents and they were all wet coming in. We did give field day a little try, didn't we? It only lasted about a half hour. I don't think you were quite through with your second station, but we gave it a try, right? When you live in Oregon, you just put up your hood, but it was pouring down rain. At least we had pet day. And you need to know how many fifth graders were lobbying very hard to have pet day with statements like, "This is our very last pet day," and batting their eyelashes. And Maria, first year here, I said, "This is not your this is not," she said, "this is my first and my very last pet day." She was very, very convincing, so she had a lot to do with it. So welcome to our fifth grade celebration as our fifth graders transition into middle school. Look at these faces. They are ready and raring. Of course, this day is a little bittersweet. Bitter because it's hard to say goodbye, especially when we've gotten to know you so well and your families, and saying goodbye is always a little hard. But it's sweet in that we have such a fabulous group of kids collectively and individually, and we are so proud of you and how you've grown and the people that you are going to become. So it's bittersweet for sure. So to prepare for my quick remarks today, I went through the last 5 years of yearbooks and I stared at your pictures. So let's just take a little walk through memory lane. I opened the first grade and there was people. People would only wear white polo shirts, khaki pants. Do you remember what kind of shoes? No, not just penny loafers, black penny loafers, okay? That was the wardrobe for first grade. That was the year that it rained so hard. Do you remember that the first grade overnight had to be moved inside at the last minute? By the way, same thing happened this year with first graders. And I was telling them, well, you know, they go, we're the only one. I said, no, fifth graders just slept inside and they had fun. Then second grade, we added Colin and Anna to the class. And that was the year we had the big winter storm during Revels. Do you remember when the lights went out? Right during, just briefly. This is one of those memories. And you were the first grade level to spend 2 nights in yurts at Shampooey State Park. And some of you remember that it got so sunny that you had a bit of a sunscreen party where sunscreen was everywhere. Grade 3, we added Annie and Michael. And Jasper went to Eugene, but just for the year. And we had Well Cove. Now I was also on that field trip. I've been on a lot of class trips with this class. But I'll always remember the Untalent show. Don't worry. I won't tell anything embarrassing. I really remember going through the tide pools in Whale Cove. And I was walking closest to Anna and Claire Rosenfeld. And walking, and all of a sudden, and this is no exaggeration, Claire fell into a tide pool. Whole body gone. Chaperones are supposed to keep kids safe. How could this happen? You're right there. I mean, you're right there in front of me. She just falls and disappears. Anyway, so it was a very cold day for her, and I'm sure you remember that. And almost all of the kids in this class jumped in and joined the famous Polar Bear Club. Okay, 4th grade. Mark left for Sicily for the year. Add Kenzie, Mo, Robin, Vikram, and Jackson to the class. That was the year that it snowed so hard we couldn't have revels until January. And it was so hot during the Seattle trip that you were able to put on your swimsuits and play in the fountains at the Seattle Center. Do you remember doing that? And that was the year that we didn't have the last day of school. Do you remember why? Those darn pigs. Okay, 5th grade. And Maria. I hear that when you went to the Grange Hall that you were going to be sleeping at for the week for your trip in the fall, that there were square dancers in there, Ian and Han, and they're just kicking up a storm. That's where you're going to be staying for the week. And this year you'll probably also remember the 1 Ounce campaign. So I'm just giving you a few memories that are kind of those collective memories that are fun to have. There's something really special about your childhood memories. My grandfather lived into his 90s, and he had a sharp memory. But in his last few months, his memory started to slip. But even when he couldn't remember what he just had for lunch, he could tell us stories from when he was a boy. It's a part of your memory that burns very deep. And these are the collective memories that we have, and nobody can ever take those away from you. And that's very special. But along with that comes a little bit of responsibility. And that is that you're moving into middle school. And this is a time when you're all growing and changing. And you're going to be trying on new things. You may find that you have an affinity for math that you never thought you had before. You may discover that you're a writer that you never thought you could be. You may just find that woodshop or art are areas of passion. You're going to try out your hand at drama and some other things in school and outside of school. You're going to try on different things. I want to make sure my message to you today is that you don't box each other in, that you give yourselves a chance to grow. And you may have some memories that maybe aren't so fun with certain friends. It's an opportunity for you to forgive those things and start fresh and move on. And you'll be finding that friendships will change a little bit. All of us in this room have had that happen. And while it can be a little painful, it's also exciting. So while you have these wonderful memories, I want you to make sure that you leave room for growth and change. Sound okay? So I have, oh, by the way, if people can get all the rest of us to change to Adolfo, which personally it took me 3 years to make that change, and can change to wearing a blue shirt, so can you. Now, I have a couple of awards, and boy, this class was hard to figure this out. Trying to figure out which families, which parents have had their children in the lower school for the most years. Okay, well, I think we figured it out. I may be a little wrong, but I think Steve and Laura Gordon have had 10 years in the lower school. Am I right?
That's about right.
Okay, did Henry start in, okay, he started, so 10 years. Okay, I just want you to think about what that means. Okay. That means 10 revels. That means 10 spring fests. That means multiple, because they've got more than one kid, portfolio nights and parent-teacher conferences and student-led conferences. So they have been to it all. So I think Steve and Laura, you need a round of applause. Jason and Jennifer Smezrud, am I right? Have you been here in the lower school for 10 years? Would that be right? With Logan? Yeah, about? So we've got 2 families who've been here for like 10 consecutive revels, and if that is not worth a prize, I don't know what is. So got some flowers for you.
Well, hello, class of 2017. We're almost ready to say the mushy things about you. But first, we have to say some mushy things about all of the other teachers who have taught you over the years. And I wanted to describe you with 4 words and thank those teachers. You're resilient, you're flexible, you're creative, and you're kind. And you've really been nurtured by this community. So if everyone can help me, I'm going to look out and say thanks to the teachers who have taught taught you besides the fourth grade? Fifth grade. I'm looking at Miriam. Team. Miriam. Thank you. Going around. Peggy's in the back with her hat. She promised she'd wear a hat. Jonathan and Sue and Scott in the back. This is so nerve-wracking every year that I do this. Who else am I not seeing this year? Can you guys turn around and see if you can help me out?
Behind you.
Where's Sarah?
Right there.
Where? Sarah Greenberger! I also want to thank Lark for coming, who's up in front.
In addition to thanking some of the teachers that have worked with you, we also over here have your language teachers who are going to give you a personal thank you. So make sure that you do a one-on-one and face-on-face and all that wonderful stuff. We also need to take a moment to really thank probably the teachers who've been teaching you the longest, I would say, which would be your parents. So from this class out to your parents, I would love to applaud the people that teach you every hour of every day with the words they leave you with and the words they send you to bed with and all the wonderful support that they've given you since literally day one. So a round of applause for the parents. Are we ready for the mushy mushy? Yeah.
Anyway, Rieko, Enrique, Peggy, and Shaoyu. And Francine, who couldn't be here today.
Yes. We have to keep this moving, otherwise we'll keep you here till like 4 o'clock. So you guys ready for the mushy mushy? We have so much fun writing these. We giggle when we write these. They're probably, I think, some of our favorite things that we create every year. So, to give you the rundown, when we call your name, come on up to the teacher that calls you. We'll give you a little something. Stand while we share our thoughts and all the goodness with you, and then move on down. Your language teachers want to share some things with you as well. So, let's start with Mo. Mo, come on up. And this is your little certificate. You face everyone as I talk about you. Can you guys hear my voice? It's a lot easier for me to understand. Mo is much like a great smoothie. A lot of different ingredients that come out into a rather awesome concoction. Sure, there's the obvious ingredients. He's great at sports. He can whip out some mean math skills. And has the ability to wear shorts in sub-zero temperatures. However, there are also the subtle flavors of Mo to consider. For example, Mo has graced the silver screen with his talents from time to time. Who could forget his performance as a hip-hop kid rapping his way to increased bus usage? Or as the Dark Knight who takes recycling into his own hands? We're expecting a future Oscar, Mo. There's also Mo the writer, whose words can weave some pretty hilarious fiction, or debate the intricate points of an oil spill, or the benefits of allowing free table choice for all. Indeed, Mo is a mix of many wonderful things, and we shall miss him much. Yet, we know we're going to be hearing many great stories about you in the years to come. Cheers and congratulations, Mr.
Try to hold it and talk. I feel really lucky. I'm waiting for Ryan. Really lucky to be here and be able to do this. Only having known this great group of kids for a year and getting a chance to teach both of them throughout the years, both classrooms, has been really great. So I appreciate having this opportunity. All right, Ryan.
Does anyone have a question? I ask after describing an activity. Ryan's hand shoots up. Yes, Ryan? I say, even though I know I should know better, as an impish grin spreads across his face. The O, so predictable, yet gets me every time question is asked. You want to ask it? Yes! And so, I start. Ryan is a kind-hearted yet mischievous young man. His rascally grin always brightens my day, even if I am scared of what dastardly prank he is planning. He is the master of the practical joke, from hot sauce-injected marshmallows to finding a pun or slip-up of logic in whatever one is saying. What can I say? Ryan has kept me sharp this year. Ryan has the gift of inquiry, and as he is always questioning and playing with logic. He is extremely observant and kind to others. He has grown so much this year, not only in height, but also as a person and student. Who can deny the coolness of a kid who can wail on the bagpipes like no one's business? Ryan, we wish you all the best.
Monica, come on down.
Oh, hey, honey. So I'm going to preface this one. There's a poem, and then there's a letter from that I wrote to Bobo Bucket. Ani, oh Ani, you are nice to me. Even though you can be sassy. You love to wear colors that are flashy, never out of the loop, and you love to eat noodle soup. Dear Bobo Bucket, I wanted to talk to you about our mutual friend, Ani. I know you're slightly familiar with her since she created you, but I thought you should know more about her in her 5th grade year. Here it goes. Ani is a very colorful person, both inside and out. Rainbows adorn her exterior, head to toe, even her braces. She has been the creator of many characters this year, including familiar names such as you, Bobo Bucket, and your pets, YouTube and eBay, Lala Fish, and Jimmy the Cowboy. Ani's creativity hasn't been limited to her witty and fun writing. She is always thinking of interesting ways to display her understanding of different math, sustainability, reading, and writing concepts. Artwork is regularly infused in all subjects of study, whether it be a bright picture displaying her understanding of fractions through different colored pencils, or a cleverly illustrated flowchart of the pitchfork to plate process. In addition to her academic success across the board, she is a well-rounded individual, showing her strength and balance in both ballet and soccer. You also may know that she is quite the comedian, regularly getting the whole class giggling in our morning circles. Ani the Eagle has grown into a confident leader this year, and she is ready for the next step. Sincerely, Jackie. P.S. A couple of weeks ago, I asked Ani to give me 3 adjectives to describe her. Without hesitation or counting, Ani replied, "Wicked awesome!" exclamation point. We would have to agree. On behalf of Maggie and I, we're ready to fly into middle school.
I thought I would get it over with early. To introduce our dear Anna, we'd have to tell you that she's really a double agent. Quiet, serious student on the outside, and a crazy, aspiring eaglet on the inside. Caw-caw! There's going to be a lot of that. Inside homeroom, you'll find the studious girl who takes her time to get her work just right. And the reading group participant who upped the ante by asking deep and thoughtful questions in the upper middle school level reading group book, The Secret Under My Skin. On the playground, though, you'll find Anna's alter ego, spinning on the tire swing with Quinn and Claire, making them crack up and yelling in unison with great abandon, with a smile big and wide. And rumor has it that the trio has been known to dress up as different characters. Hippies, perhaps? And tromp through Irvington. Anna loves to swim and is very kind to her younger sibs, often found running alongside the field at baseball games with Nate, lagging behind, squealing with delight. We're proud of your emerging school voice, Anna, and delight in your silly side. You're ready for middle school. Congratulations.
This is for you, my friend. Get this in use. There he stands, laurel wreath wrapped in his hair, sword in hand, Adolfo, Caesar of Fifth. You might be thinking, Adolfo, at this point, that I'm using some sort of metaphor. I am not. Adolfo has worn these things, and many students have heard his call to arms. While he has shouted, Sparta! He has also been known to dip his campaigns from time to time. Holding his pencil aloft, our young Caesar may lead the charge towards advanced algebra, a persuasive essay, or even proving to us all that a McDonald's shake does indeed have strawberries. Fearless, brilliant, and utterly his own wonderful person, our Adolfo is one of a kind. He is charming, wickedly smart, and a kind friend that can recommend a good wine for a variety of meals. As you cross the fir grove, our friend, remember, mens velox et pectu valendum. A quick mind and a stout heart.
There they are. Give you this first. Okay. Claire. Wow, can this girl write wows? Hardworking, Claire has grown into a student who advocates for herself by asking for the help and challenges she needs. She is like a star fruit, shiny and bright on the outside with even that much more pizzazz on the inside. Headbands and hair clips to match her outfits. This girl has an eye for style. Claire is not just a style diva, but a fierce soccer player and runner of the mile. Her drive and commitment have amazed us time and time again. Claire's inner goop has shown through as the year went by, and what would we have done without her hilarious outbursts during morning meeting? Not only has her humor and style graced our classroom this year, but Claire is also an incredibly hard worker. She always takes to heart feedback on her schoolwork and strives to do her best. If I could have a silly band made in the silhouette of Claire, I would wear it every day to remind me of how great life in the 5th grade can be. Congratulations.
Emily, M, Slushy, Jonesy. Every morning at 8:10 a.m. we are greeted with a cheery eye-to-eye good morning from Emily. With a smile that stretches across her entire face and a positive attitude to match, she takes on all tasks and challenges that we have for her. I would say that these characteristics of Miss Slusher has and will continue to carry her far in everything that she does. At the beginning of the year, Emily sought out regular reassurance about the work she was doing. Since then, she has gained a lot more confidence and has become a much more independent student. Slushy's determination, organization, and diligence this year has certainly paid off. We love that her love for animals sneaks in its way into her work whenever possible. Em also loves to laugh, is always up for adventure, and knows when to step up to help others. Jonesy, we know that you're going to have a blast in middle school.
Audria. Audria is our old spirit with the big, soulful eyes who wears a bright pink fleece and who calls me Miss Bendix. A beautiful stream of consciousness writer with a style at times akin to James Joyce, Audrey relaxes so much during Dear that she becomes a part of her book. Nothing can distract her from the story. Always seeking to make sense of her work, Audrey is a quiet, hard worker, steadily making progress and killing me with her eyes, even just now. And never rushing the process. We love how she walks in each day, looks us right in the eye, she's helping me out, and says good morning. We also love that Audrey is completely genuine and always honest. When she smiles with her whole being. Audrey, we can see you winning the Caldecott Award for writing and illustrating a magical children's book. We will miss you and wish you every success in middle school.
Mr. Michael. So we joked at the beginning of the year that Michael just might be a secret agent. It's a theme that runs through sometimes. After all, he has a great sense of humor, a quiet charm about him, and does love a good adventure. As we bring the year to a close, I'm convinced more than ever that Michael is indeed a secret agent of awesomeness. You see, to be a member of the SSA, or Secret Society of Awesomeness, you need 3 essential qualities. First, you have to be a team player. Michael can work in any team and is by far one of the most flexible kids zipping around 5th grade. Second, you have to be a diligent and dedicated student. Regardless of the task, Michael will grab his work and jump into his studies. When one assignment is completed, he asks to move on to something new or collaborates with a friend on a team project. Lastly, to be a member of the Secret Society of Awesomeness, you must be awesome. Well, this last one is a bit difficult to define. After all, awesomeness, like the best ice cream, comes in a wide variety of flavors. Michael is good to his friends. Awesome. He has a great sense of humor. Awesome. He is super flexible. Awesome. He is charming, works hard, and is willing to try new things. Most awesome. Michael, as we draw the year to a close, I have to conclude that you are indeed awesome. Secret agent? Maybe. Only time will tell. Congratulations on a great year.
Okay. Don't look now, but I think I see a monkey. Oh wait, it's Beatrice. Gymnast, lover of monkeys, master of music, and writer extraordinaire are just but a few of Beatrice's many interests and talents. Beatrice came to 5th grade quiet and shy, and she is leaving quiet, but definitely not shy. We have enjoyed Beatrice's contributions to class this year in her impeccable work and her fierce determination. It has been fun for me to slowly discover the layers of talents and personality that make Beatrice such an interesting person. She has grown academically in her skills, as well as in her ability to advocate for her needs as a learner. I can't wait for the day when I pick up National Geographic to find Beatrice off in a jungle conducting groundbreaking studies of monkeys. Or perhaps we will be listening to the radio only to hear the newest, most inspired and inspiring musical composition, only to realize it's by the one and only Beatrice Endler. Congratulations, we wish you all the best.
Hey Emma, what are you doing? Helping Lala with this project. Are you finished with your work? Emma. Yes. Me. Sweet. Continue on. Emma is one of the most fortified and confident 5th graders I've ever met. As a bold and inquisitive student, she loves to learn and push the boundaries of where she can go. She's always willing to stand up and speak in front of anyone, a couple of students, a meeting of teachers, or a community event. Academically, Emma is strong across the board. Progress this year has come in the form of finding different strategies for planning and getting focused. After her work is done, she's on to the next task, which usually involves helping someone else someone else with their work, or with anything else that needs to be done. Emma is regularly and positively contributing to the welfare of the Callan Gable community. We know her love of learning, hard work, and sense of community will continue to thrive in middle school. OMG, Miss Hayward, you are going to hospital school.
Grace is our 1 ounce leader. She learns with gusto and consistently reaches beyond expectations. Now on her 2nd spiral notebook and already well into her summer reading list, Grace has lots to write and explore. She discovered a passion for geography and culture this year, thanks to Sarah Normington, is a deep reader and enjoys rich book group conversations. She hates idle time and loves a challenge just a bit out of her reach. As I write, she has her head down, pencil in hand, hair swept up in a ponytail and one leg tucked under the other, working through the class's chatter. We recently nominated Grace to represent us at a bigwig sustainability lunch, and she was thrilled when she was treated as an adult and offered coffee. Grace, we know you are going to make the world a better place, and we can't wait to see what you accomplish. That coffee is only the beginning of many grown-up goodies to flow your way. Congratulations.
I'd like to share a conversation that happens almost every day, I would say. Good morning, Jordan. Good morning, Annie. Can I have a piece of chocolate? No. Okay. How's Reese's, Jordan? Pretty good, Annie. How about yours? Good. Can I have a piece of chocolate? Nope. Okay. Howdy dowdy, Jordan. Howdy, Annie. How's the afternoon? Good. Thanks, you. Good. Can I have a piece of chocolate? No. But thank you for asking. Sure. Annie is nothing if not persistent and patient. Luckily, her pursuits this year went far beyond that of chocolate. Annie savors the details in life that we are fondest of. She seems to find a way to enjoy the simplest of details, be it the flow of a swing on a rather pleasant day, or taking a few extra moments to simply sit with a friend, a person who celebrates people. Annie is always willing to share ideas, collaborate, and above all, enjoy a little giggle laughter. We don't know where your next steps may lead, Miss Annie, but we know these things for sure. Your friends will adore you. Your teachers will be charmed by your creativity and wit, and you will probably end up with more than a bit of chocolate.
So, just like his mad electric guitar skills, Colin has really torn it up in 5th grade this year. His strong work ethic and sincerity will take him far in all that he does. Hardworking, jovial, and sincere, these are some of the wonderful qualities that Colin has brought to the table. Not to mention, he is a homework machine. Colin is always quick to offer up help and has an exciting story to tell almost every day. Our Calvin and Hobbes roll all into one. Colin is smart and mischievous, and yes, has a huge heart. Like when playing the electric guitar with Dad, Colin also likes to create harmony in the classroom, something we can all groove to. What makes Colin truly a joy is when he really gets in a groove, he can just bust out a riff that is out of the norm and oh so exciting. Rock on, Colin. Congratulations.
Jackson is our 100-mile bike riding, teddy bear operating, bumper sticker producing student of pure action. This young man is meant to have an interesting life and is by no means ordinary. Jackson has continuously surprised us throughout the year with his many talents. In class, he tends to be on the quiet side, but there is a lot of outside-the-box thinking happening in his head. When working independently, you can find him sitting at his own neat and tidy desk, ready to work, complete with business cards and an open and closed sign. He has performed spontaneously for the class at least 3 different times and took on the 1 ounce campaign with great passion and dedication. His efforts led to the production of 1,000 Save Your Ounce bumper stickers that have been passed out campus-wide over the past few months. If you want one, I'm sure you could ask him for this too. When he speaks up in class, everyone is listening closely because his ideas always catch the attention of those around him. And he always has really cool weekend news to share, like having completed Reach the Beach or having performed surgery on broken little teddy bears with his dad. Jackson's academic consistency, hard work, and catalytic nature will serve him well in middle school. Congratulations.
She's a creative kid. We'll surely see Halls, our beautiful flower child, with style and spirit, on the New York Times bestseller list before we know it. We're not sure if the book will be a fantasy or a travelogue, or both. Like the poet Mary Oliver, Halls finds the beauty in the world all around her and brings that grace with her wherever she goes. She loves to be out in nature with no particular destination in mind. For Halls, the beauty truly is the journey itself. Except, of course, if she happens to take an accidental dip in the pond. Holly truly brightens the energy in the room just by walking into it. She is creative in all that she does, thinks, sees, and wears. Our circle whisperer and hair braider takes up very little space in classroom conversations or dramas. Thank you for that. And perhaps that's because she lives such a rich interior life. Holly, you were wise at such a young age, and yet so fun to romp with. What a winning combo. We're so proud of you. Congratulations.
Mr. Nick. All right, so we fully expect Nick one day to open the newspaper and see Nick standing next to something shiny and cool that allows kids to fly, or perhaps green goo that can be used to climb walls or molded into the perfect playground toy. Give Nick a question that sparks his interest and stand back. Nick adores exploration of a great project. The more creative and gooey, the better. He is our science ninja. His eyes glow with academic fire as he zooms around the school getting ready for his bottle biology project, or sits with his friends debating the possibility of future experiments. Notice. This magic brings out the very best in Nick. He becomes a leader in exploration and finds every moment of time possible to bring his ideas to life. We're not sure what your future projects will be, Nick, but we know these things to be true. 1, you'll wow us with your passion. 2, your creativity will inspire those around you. And 3, we expect you to remember your teachers when you send us one of those future flying machines we know you'll invent. Congratulations, bud.
Tizzy. The girl, formerly known as Matilda, is as caring and kind as she is spunky and fun-loving. Matilda has an eye for the aesthetic, and we believe she would make an amazing editor-in-chief for a fashion magazine. She takes great pride in her work and is immensely dedicated student. She is focused and to the point, just as her penmanship is beautiful and controlled. She is a lover of horses and of life. She is a poet, an artist, and a wonderful friend. Matilda is also addicted to any form of conversation. It is not unusual during morning meeting for her to be in the midst of great conversation, only to realize that the rest of her classmates are enjoying it as well. With a giggle and a squeak, she quickly covers her mouth, caught once again by the evil conversation embarrass. No one else could break the rules in such a charming way than our dear Matilda. Congratulations. We wish you all the best.
Our dear Javin is like a good toasted New York bagel, a bit crunchy on the outside and wonderfully soft and ever so sweet in the middle. He's mischievous yet thoughtful and capable of deep self-reflection, a lover of Japanese soda, black coffee, and all things with sugar. Javin is always pretty certain that he's won a magic scrap in our end of the day cleanup and hopes to have scored a chocolate. Speaking of food, Javin can chow with the best of them. I know, I serve it every day. He can quote the lines from Scrubs with ease and negotiate like a future movie producer, so step aside Jerry Bruckheimer. A good mathematician with a keen eye for patterns, Javin can destroy any math quiz. His thoughts are fluid in writing, especially when it comes to being insightful and giving his opinion. Hood's off to you, sir. It's time to
Our dear KK. She runs like a cheetah, strong and free. An amazing athlete and fierce competitor who is loved by all. Kaylin is spunky and sarcastic, soft and enthusiastic. Kaylin plays soccer like Mia Hamm and dunks like LeBron. She boasts an incredible work ethic and truly doesn't know the extent of her gifts yet. She can sit down at a computer and draft a story lickety-split without looking up once. And she can look at any math problem with a quiet "bring it" in her eyes. Kaylin can also make us laugh, even when we shouldn't, like the time she imitated a conductor, perhaps, maybe, sort of, at Rebels. Wearing shorts, even in the middle of winter, and sporting her trademark ponytail, Kaylin can sit in the middle of a circle and somehow evade getting in trouble. She's got that certain charm. We love her for the blend of so many winning qualities, and know she's absolutely ready for middle school. Congratulations, KK.
There he is.
So guys, at last count, I've had 243 conversations with Elliot about the pros and cons of everything. From the benefits of abandoning homework to the current political climate. We're not exactly sure where Elliot's love of a great conversation came from, but it's a pretty charming quality. You can find Elliot's words bounding in his friendships, throughout his writing, and most of all, in excellent conversation. What's most wonderful about a wordsmith is that Elliot's ideas stretch our own and ask us to think about things a little more than we might have at first. Elliot's ideas beg new perspectives to be considered and weave in insights that we might not have found their way into the classroom without him. At the same time, Elliot also has a quiet side. This comes out most often on field trips. Elliot loves the outdoors. Place Elliot in a field or a hiking trail and you have one giddy kid who soaks up the experiences around him. Regardless of whether you choose to cross the fir grove chatting or simply enjoying the walk, we know that your ideas and charming style will shape those around you for years to come. Congratulations, Elliot.
You ready? Give me a Y.
Y,
Give me an E.
E,
Give me a T.
E,
Give me an I.
I,
What's that spell?
Yeti.
As it is no small secret, the mighty Quinn is infatuated with, well, yes, Yetis. This fascination, no obsession, with Yetis is a great testament to Quinn's perseverance in life. Quinn is a hard worker who always has a smile on her face. She completes her work and nurtures her friendships with grace and humor. She is a master of goofy voices and sincere reflection. Quinn's humor shines through in her writing. Have you read her fractured fairy tales, Sleeping Bugly? Quinn, I hope you find your Yeti. And if not, please, please write an article in the New Yorker one day describing your quest for the almost found, yet just out of reach Yeti. Oh yeah, and don't forget your secret life as a beatboxer. No matter how you mix it, when a love of Yetis, beatboxing skills, and a wonderful dedication to school all show up in one fabulous kid, you know you have a student in your class who sets their own norm instead of following the standard path. Good luck, and we'll miss you.
You'll miss your morning coquetteau and yawn. Our snuggly bookworm loves graphic novels, excels in math, and has taken a shine for robotics. Our double-hooded dog walker and rabbit tender often helps out in the library and has discovered the clear benefits of attending homework club on Tuesdays with me. Kyla is artistic, quickly winnowing down a huge hunk of clay and creating a rad dinosaur to do after. He's also incredibly facile on the computer. Created a very successful and well-received animation for a presentation to Fourth Grade about the One-Ounce Game. Known to sneak a snack or two to fortify his morning, Kyle loves to tell a fish tale or three. Kyle can walk into the staff lounge and strike a conversation with any adult. We'll miss your sweet smile.
Karsten. You're our cape-wearing, garbage-saving, superhero recyclops, and first graders are willing to listen to whatever you tell them, including saving as many ounces as possible. They also circled around you when you played an endearing, funny, and confident grandma at Rebels. Though you take up little space as you sit crouched in a circle, we know that you're made of sheer energy that's ready to shine. We love the gleam in your eye and your sense of humor. An artist, animator, and dear friend, we're very proud of the progress you've made this year in all academic areas, especially math. You know how you learn best and can reflect so honestly and with such clarity, and that is so rare for your age. Any age, actually. We know these qualities will serve you so well in middle school and beyond. We'll miss you and want to know the adventures your Justice League takes on in the future. Congratulations, Karsten.
Mr. Mark. So, I really came to know Mark on the dance floor at Disco Friday. I've never seen a first grader bust out a worm before, and I have to say, this 6-year-old self had some pretty sweet moves. Mark has pretty much been walking the path of grooviness since that day, and probably well before. What's wonderful about Mark's magic is that he doesn't keep it to the dance floor. He also knows the footwork for keeping friendships, the pop and lock of academics, and dances with the stars of flexibility, sportsmanship, and all the foundations of being a great community member. Now that I think I've fully exhausted my dance metaphors, I should also let you know that Mark amazed us with his foresight and global perspectives. A big picture thinker, Mark didn't get wrapped up in the small stuff. He's our kind of leader, a kind leader, who helped our class grow by supporting the success and joy of those around him. You are pure disco in our books, Mark. The highest of compliments I can give. I can't wait to see your top hits of middle school.
Sparkle in her eye, head cocked to the side, Robin is sharp and ready for any challenges that life can muster up. She is quietly confident and incredibly humble, too humble, if you ask me. When we think of what the future will bring for Robin, we can see her excelling in all that she does. She has an amazing ability to work with others and to find ways of sharing her ideas as well as listening. While sweet as pie, this young woman is happy to stand her ground as she directs table groups, resolves challenges, and voices her opinion. One day, we believe we will switch on the news to hear Robin, a well-spoken and articulate director of a nonprofit fighting for equal human rights all over the world. Robin has has a heart as large as the breadth of the knowledge that she hungers for. Robin, keep rocking it.
You get both of us. And if I haven't embarrassed myself yet, I'm about to do it. Yo, dog! What's up? A little pitchy. Liam, our homemade knitted hat-wearing world traveler, does the best Randy Jackson impression, and I don't. And we both chose the ultimate winner, Lita Wise.
An ardent artist, Liam can easily depict the pitchfork to plate process and even the demise of an Eskimo in a fractured fairy tale. An amazing animator, we wouldn't be surprised to hear that Liam joins Leica or his own production company and creates the next innovation in animation. Maybe that's why he was so psyched about the Wieden-Kennedy presentation. Guys, get back to work. Was often as pleased when we got into our laughing eagle mode. Always up for an adventure, Liam loves learning new things, Star Wars and bananas, of course. Reflected in his best work is a student with a keen intellect who is capable of thinking deeply about the books that he reads, the math on the whiteboard, and how all of this applies to him in the world. Liam, we know that you're ready and itching to get to middle school. Enjoy it and congratulations.
Laura.
Laura. Our horse-loving redhead is a driven student, eager to ask questions, clarify expectations, and push herself toward excellence. If a teacher even mentions a new genre, Laura immediately gives it a try. When we started our Poetry Aloud this year, we found Laura in the hallway, scribbling away and ready to share her ideas the very next day. Madame has noted Laura's fabulous emerging facility and fluency in French, and we know it's not just because of her snappy beret. Oui, oui! She is an accomplished musician and has enhanced Rebels performances since she was a wee one. We love Laura's weekend tales of family time in Mosier and know that she has great material for a future novel, one we'd love to read. We're proud of your work ethic and focus, dear Laura. You're surely ready for middle school. Congratulations.
Miss Lila.
That's fun watching the Hey, you. This is cool.
So you know those great kid movies where some delightful child finds a book that allows their imagination to come to life, and before you know it, there's fairies and unicorns bounding around, causing all sorts of adventure? Well, Lila could be the kid in the movie, or the book. She has enough imagination and creativity for both. Take a moment to jump into Lila's writing, and you'll see a world of depth and delight that is found only in students who think of words in the same manner that other kids enjoy chocolate chip cookies. Lila's creativity doesn't stop at the end of the page. She brings the same zest for life into her friendships and her conversations. Lila charms us over a lunch chat as she ponders possibilities and helps us all see life.
Life. Good thing I know how to project, Lila. Lila charms us over a lunch chat as she ponders possibilities and helps us all see life in a multitude of different lenses. Lila's heart is open and her mind is brilliant. We're not sure what path this dynamo will walk, but we know that it will be full of passion and the creativity that constantly surrounds her. Congratulations on a great year, kiddo.
I'm not sure. Oh, it's working again.
Now it's back on.
Maybe.
All right, for you. On your mark, get set, go. Sage is poised in the starting block, itching to sprint off into the future. The The way we will remember Sage these last few weeks of school is with one hand on the door, while the rest of his body just can't help but be tuned in to the happenings in the classroom. Always with a question, Sage brings excitement to our classroom. His intuition and quick-witted nature add humor and much laughter to our days. Sage has this way about him where he could either be up to something mischievous or absolutely on task. Either way, his ingenuity can't go unrecognized. Sage also has vast inner strength and drive. On the playground, the soccer field, running the mile, or completing a class project, Sage strives to do his best. His independence and perseverance push him to work hard, and I have no doubt of his success in the future. So Sage, on your mark, get set, go. Congratulations.
Miguel. Our favorite fencer and deliverer of all things delicious that come in a white box. I was so lucky to see. Miguel is an amazing artist, a thoughtful and creative writer, and not afraid to share his strong opinions. I've been lucky enough to score him in 2 X-Days classes back when he was a little guy. Now that I know him as an almost middle schooler, I've found that he's able to help others see different points of view and can also see points in a political debate. He's a talented animator and has a strong desire to get better at whatever is challenging. Miguel reads like he's headed to high school, understanding both the explicit and implicit meanings embedded in a text. We love his old school charms, he's reading ahead right now, and manners, as well as his ability to analyze most anything. We rank him most likely to offer Eric Schlosser a quarter pounder with extra cheese and convince him to eat it, supersized of course. Congratulations, Miguel.
You know us. Keeping me on my toes.
Really, it's Maria. Movie. Who'd have thunk our dear Maria was new to Catlin this year? Just moments into open house this summer, Maria was off and running, comfortable and ready to roll. Just 3 weeks later, there she was on the 4-day 5th grade trip like a Catlin veteran. As the other half of Halls, Maria loves to tell stories about her beloved dog Cody, aka Koji, or is it the other way around? Okay. An admitted circle whisperer and acclaimed flute player, we love Maria's great attitude and healthy response to constructive criticism, which is to open up, smile, and say, yeah, I could do that. Along with Laura, Maria created a wildly successful 1-ounce treasure hunt for 4th grade that made the lower school buzz about 1-ounce results. Maria, we vote you the happiest and easiest acclimator to Catlin Gable of all time. Congratulations, you're ready for middle school.
Miss Allie. So one day, I was working across the table from Allie. The class was Zooming and kids were wrapping up the day, planning, cleaning, working, and turning in their homework. Allie was focused on her work, unfazed by the din around her. All caught up, eh? I asked Allie. Yep, I like to get things done, was her quick reply. It's a simple statement. I like to get things done. But it speaks to Allie's school style. Allie looks at school without fear. If she has an assignment that is Everest in nature, she simply picks it up and begins her ascent. She keeps her cool, collected, asks for help if needed, and then eventually reaches the top. Allie realizes that if you work hard, truly work hard, there's little that one can't accomplish. Yet, school shouldn't be all work and no play. And this leads us to what I like to call the Allie scrunch. I can't do it. I don't quite have it. But it's this look, this pure joy, when Allie isn't the queen of focus, that she can be found laughing with her friends. Sure, this group looks innocent enough, but then Allie scrunches her face with a smile that lets you know something very goofy is about to occur. And before you know it, the silliness abounds. That's what we love about Allie. She's figured out the balance between working for what matters and making sure you save time to play with the people you care about. Congratulations on a great year, Kevin.
All right. Claire is the kind of young woman who is up for anything. Her poise, articulation, and kindness have made our classroom a wonderful place. Claire is an amazing student and talented pianist and gymnast, among other things. She is consistently focused in class, but look out for her goofy side. One of our favorite moments of Claire is when she races back from PE. She, along with Beatrice, are almost always the first ones to make it up Killer Hill. Claire often would flop on the floor and then hop right back up to grab one of the oh-so-exciting yoga balls. With one swift movement, she would roll over it and with her feet flip it up to her partner crying. Sometimes the ball would not go in the intended direction, therefore ricocheting off a table or a caddy or a chair. When asked in a somewhat joking voice, "What are you doing?" Claire would respond with a sheepish grin and say, "I just couldn't help it. It's so fun." Claire's ability to balance fun and hard work make her a natural leader and a wonderful friend. No matter what form it takes, Claire will work hard to make the world a better place. Claire, we wish you all the best that life has to offer. Congratulations.
Are you worried? Okay. When one hears Nikhil's name, he or she might think, "Oh, what a great kid. He's so sweet and such an excellent student." Well, I'd have to agree with most of that. But there is a side of Nikhil that some of you may not know about. He is trouble with a capital T. Nikhil uses his cunning mind not just for academic excellence, but also to pull pranks and cause mischief in all corners of the lower school. If you don't believe me, ask him about Jackie Tron 6000. One of Nikhil's greatest gifts is his amazing mathematical mind. He has left 5th grade math in the dust and has been challenging himself weekly with an upper school math teacher. Nikhil has also worked hard to make strides on improving both his reading and writing abilities this year. Whether he's seeking chocolate, trying to convince us that his brother destroyed his homework, or is working on a clever one-ounce project, he does so with much determination. We are proud of you, Nikhil.
Mr. Matt.
You'd never guess it, but Matt's our very own 007. Huh? Me? Outwardly, there's the boy we call Matt, and he appears to be the model student. And in truth, he is. He brings his best game to school every day, gets right to work, and stays focused until the task in any academic area is done and done well. He's kind of like an excellent Mexican hot chocolate, smooth and rich throughout. But here's the thing. Matt's alter ego, Kevin, has a dash of cayenne pepper, too. You'll have to ask him about the tape dispenser and the Jell-O trick. We hereby bestow upon him the award for best April Fool's joke ever in the history of 5th grade. But seriously, our boy of style with the Grand Slam work ethic is an amazing artist and boasts the coolest hat collection west of the Willamette. Our styling pilot of Japanese Airways is a baseball pitcher and knower of all, and we mean all, baseball rules. We're so proud of you, Matt. We mean Kevin. Congratulations.
Mr. Cole. So I've learned many things from Coleman this year. First, I know that in a game of Ultimate Frisbee, if a teacher just happens to make a slightly illegal move, it will be noted for months. I have learned that the speeds at which ski racers move terrifies teachers and is a career goal for certain fifth graders. I have learned the difference between a boom, a bow, and a broach, which are all different from a beat. I have learned these things because Coleman likes to make life fun and is willing to sweat a bit to reach his goals. He comes into the classroom with a smile every day. Now, you might be thinking of the sweet smile that is found in a child's younger years. That's in the mix. But really, a Coleman smile is more likely to be found on the face of a ski racer who is waiting for the buzzer to sound. It's the smile that says, "Bring it." Coleman dove into his homework this year, placed his all into his friendships, and as much as we threw his way, he had plenty to offer us. In teacher talk, Coleman, you're in the ZPD. Congrats on a fantastic year. I'll explain it later. We know you're going to bring the same amazing energy to middle school. Congratulations, Brian.
The year-round shorts and beanie-wearing boy. How many weeks have you turned in your homework early? I'm guessing that it's probably around the same amount of weeks that are in the school year. Jasper is a super hard worker and is always striving for excellence. We'd have to say that you've done an amazing job this year. In addition to being a great student, Jasper is a good friend. He's a defender of justice and recess for all. It has been fun to see Jasper get really into the 1 Ounce project. The campaign teaser film that he and Shiny produced has been well received and enjoyed by middle and upper school students and other faculty and staff. Jasper's talents surpass that of just academics. He is also a visionary in and outside of the kitchen. A baking whiz, this kid can whip up a wicked tasty bunch of snickerdoodles, throw pizza dough like a true professional, and can roll some mean sushi. He knows his way around a kitchen better than most adults. I'm expecting an invitation in the mail for the grand opening of Jasper's Candy Store or restaurant. Jaspero, we will miss seeing your smiling face every day, but know that a lot of goodness awaits you in middle school and beyond. The Gordon trifecta is complete.
The wind is aft, filling the mainsail, and Connor is off on yet another adventure. Connor brings an air of excitement to our classroom community, not only when he adds what fun outdoor activity tackled over the weekend, but also with his insightful contributions while learning. Friendly, cool, calm, and collected, Connor is that guy. You know, that guy that everybody wants to be friends with. His adventurous spirit, combined with his compassion for others, make him ready to weather any rough waters that middle school may bring. Connor's bearing is steady when it comes to intuition and insight, and he has been an invaluable member of our class. His flexibility and adventuresome qualities will serve him well in life. With the winds of change approaching, it is important to consider what is best for keeping your ship propelled forward. Therefore, when sailing, and the wind shifts unexpectedly, it is necessary to do what? What do you think? Any ideas? How about jibe, which for you land lubbers means to steer the stern through the front, the stern or the front of your ship through the wind in order to make the wind in your sails, or keep the wind in your sails propelling you forward. So Connor, the winds of change are coming. Ready to jibe? You ready? Okay, jibe on!
Our charming bike shop intern, movie star, and bicycle-loving creator of t-shirts is an outside-of-the-box thinker. He's creative and crafty and often chooses to draw when given a free moment. Always up for a challenge and an adventure, everyone on campus has known Ruben's name since he was a wee meadow mouse. Strong in math and boasting unique strategies, Ruben's long been known for his snappy, New York-style repartee. This year, though, he'll be known as the turnaround kid who found focus and academic strength through hard work and learning more about what keeps his brain fit. Ruben, we know that you'll be up to big, big things next year and for the rest of your life. Middle school has your name all over it.
Shiny. We wonder if Shiny is in the Witness Protection Program. We're pretty sure the CIA has dressed him in gray sweats, but we know he's wearing a ninja superhero costume underneath. We love greeting Shiny each morning, all cozy in his gray hood and clutching his thermos of tea. Our bilingual Shintaro is our quiet stealth learner, taking it all in just when you think he's not. You never really know what he'll do, and that's the beauty of it. Remember Shiny's big ear? He seeks every chance to re-enter through the forbidden back door while he eats his amazing lunch with chopsticks. He's a one-draft, handwritten author and illustrator with a terrific dry sense of humor. We'll miss the way he gives the class schedule a sly once-over before asking a question about the day, and we're truly awed by his text-taking abilities, especially in math. Shine on, dear Shiny. We will miss you so.
Kenzie. So when I sat down, Kenzie, to write your graduation comment, the first thought that came to my mind was something about dancing. If you don't know, Kenzie is an amazing dancer. After all, this kid has some amazing dance skills and performs in front of crowds that would intimidate the bravest of us. But then I realized that it's not the dancing that truly defines Kenzie. It's something much deeper. Kenzie is brave, kind, and has a sense of endless adventure about her. In short, Kenzie, you have heart. Kenzie is the type of kid who takes risks because life is too wonderful not to. She places her all into her dancing, family, friendships, and school because placing your all into the things you love is what makes the best of life even better. The result is a kid who truly enriches our class. She's willing to try just about anything and quickly grabs the hand of a friend to help a risk seem a little less scary. Her writing flows with imagination, and Kenzie is quick to laugh. Kenzie, your mind is bright, and your heart will carry you far. As you cross the fir grove, we know that you'll bring the same magic with you as you bound into next year. Congratulations on a fantastic year, Kenzie.
All right, Elena. All right, member of the Blue Fuzzies Yeti-loving gang, Elena will take you out. Not to worry, she won't hurt you, but instead wow you with her mad dance skills. You want to show us one? Okay. And amazing sense of humor. Elena has added so much sparkle and sunshine to our class, we could not imagine a year without her. Her determination and dedication academically, and yes, for hunting Yetis along with Quinn, is impressive. On a bit more serious note, Elena not only knows how to use her humor to make school just that much more fun, but she also knows when and how to buckle down and get work done. Elena's fierce independence and focus will take her far. She is a strong young woman who will no doubt go on to do many wonderful and amazing things with grace and humor. I especially love the way Elena responds when given a compliment. For example, if I say, Elena, your wow was fantastic, or Elena, those shoes are sweet. No matter the compliment, she says with a slight smile, why thank you. Elena, your unassuming nature and spunk make you a joy to be around. So bust a move and rock on. Congratulations.
The boy has been waiting a long time. 43 people. Vikram, your ounce is definitely better than our ounce. Though, we do wonder if your legs ever get cold.
Then,
You are a leader in the classroom and on the playground, kind to younger athletes eager to join your games. Vikram, you are the Clyde Drexler gentleman athlete of your time. I mean it. You blend a great work ethic, sensitivity, intelligence, and wisdom at a level that is unusual for your age. You love forward momentum, moving up and ahead fuels you. This year you learned how to solve problems creatively and start the journey of realizing your incredible leadership potential. You can hawk t-shirts with the best of them, your manners are impeccable, and your heart is surely made of gold. Grade 5.5? Offer's still on the table. Congratulations. We always so long. Should we say thank you? I want to thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your children. I know that Dido has an announcement about the DVDs. That
The DVDs from the other night, from earlier night, are available right here. Awesome.
the DVDs are available in the back with Daisy right now. Kids, please serve your parents first with the fruit kebabs, and thank you, everybody.